Hi again, it's Ray, the anti-oppressionist, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the raspberry effect. So the raspberry effect is used in abusive relationships, and it actually parallels in larger institutional oppression as well, but today I'm specifically going to be talking about in the situation of domestic violence and abuse. So my husband did not like it when I bought raspberries. He found that raspberries were extremely expensive given the quantity that's provided. And so one day when I bought raspberries, he made it very clear that he didn't think that was a wise decision. So for quite a while, I kind of avoided buying raspberries. And then one day I'm like, you know what? My son loves them. And they're an easy snack food for a 1-year-old, and so I bought some. When I got home, the backlash was considerable. He told me only an idiot would spend that much money on such a small container. He told me if I want raspberries next time, ask him, and he'll wait till the prices are good and he'll make sure that it's a good quantity. He tore into me for about an hour, belittling my decision, very livid, slamming the container of raspberries onto the counter. And so after that, I avoided buying raspberries. I would walk by the raspberries, I would want them, but I'd have this internal struggle about buying them. And so I began to change my behavior, and even my thought process behind it changed, because when I considered raspberries, sometimes I would take them and put them in my cart, then I would feel so guilty and fearful that I would put them back after. And I would ask him for raspberries, and I would ask him for raspberries, and he continually failed to deliver because he thought the price was too high. Now, what was fascinating about this is on the rare occasion when he did buy raspberries, I was elated. Instead of being angry or upset that he had denied me the opportunity to buy raspberries, even though we had money for raspberries, I was feeling grateful towards him. So the raspberry effect is essentially when someone deprives you of something that is rightfully yours, that is within your decision-making ability to choose, and they deprive you of that. And then when they give that right back to you, instead of being angry about all that they've taken from you, you feel a sense of gratitude. Now, another example to highlight this point is an ex-boyfriend of mine used to rigidly control my eating. I was allowed 1,000 calories a day. He strictly enforced that. And one day, I had already eaten my 1,000 calories for a day, and he got home from school and he said, you know what, I'm taking you out for supper anyway. I'm gonna let you go over your calories. And I remember feeling elated. I gave him this big hug. I was so happy. I was like, wow, thank you. This is awesome. I was completely pumped, super grateful. But the irony in this is that he had been depriving me of this for a prolonged period of time. I remember days when I was so hungry, I would plead with him that I could have more calories in a day. I would literally beg him, and he would refuse. So the irony is that I actually felt grateful toward him instead of angry at him for all that he had taken from me. So this is the raspberry effect. It is very, very powerful, and in cases of domestic violence, it can really mess with your mind, because even if they are depriving you of something, you become accustomed to that. That becomes the norm. And whatever tidbits of kindness that they throw your way, you overvalue it. So that is the raspberry effect. When someone treats you like crap most of the time, and then it takes your rights away from you most of the time, and when they happen to give something back to you, you feel gratitude. One of the most common ways that we see this in domestic violence situations is if they prevent you from seeing certain people or spending time with certain friends or certain family, and then one day they arbitrarily decide that it's okay for you to go hang out with your friend, and you feel grateful instead of angry. Amazingly brilliant, but extremely manipulative. watch out for the raspberry effect. Thank you all. Bye.